today I have for you 4 different workouts. Each one's going to be 10 minutes long. Some of you may have these cards in your hands that I've given to you. If you don't know anything about the cards, no worries. All you have to do is follow along. Everything is going to be 25 seconds of movement and then just a quick 5-second recovery, because the point of these exercises and these workouts is that it's just 10 minutes. So for those of you that are super busy or maybe working out isn't your favorite thing, just if you can say to yourself, okay, I'm going to take 10 minutes and I'm just going to move. And the more you do that, the more you'll start to feel better, and then maybe you can up it to a 15-minute workout or a 20-minute, or just going for a 15-minute, 20-minute walk or something like that. So it's just a really good way to get you started into movement and kind of just putting it on your calendar. So that's the point of it. Today I'm going to do 4 different ones. I'm just going to go back to back. It'll be in the notes on YouTube as far as, say you just want to do just the one 10-minute workout, but you don't want to do the first one. It'll just tell you at, 11 minutes and 22 seconds, you're going to be able to do whatever. Today, the 4 that I picked out for you, and my ultimate goal is that I actually have 8 of these different workouts. So my ultimate goal is to get all 8 onto YouTube. Today I'm just cutting out 40 minutes out of my day just to give you these 4, and then as soon as I can round up another 40 minutes, I'll get that other one out to you. So today what we're going to do is we're going to start off in moving on all planes. Basically it's, movement forward, back, side to side. But because we're doing it for 25 seconds and 25 seconds, it's almost a cardio workout by the time you're done with it. And you'll see what I mean when we do it. The next one is towel fun, I call it. You're just going to take a dish towel like out of your kitchen, and we're just going to do a full workout with that. The next one is dumbbells and core. If you don't have any dumbbells at your house, all you have to do is grab 2 of those standard water bottles. I don't even know how much they are, but whatever. You'll do 5 upper body things, and then the other one is just 5 core things, and they're actually just done in a chair, so no equipment needed. And then the next one is called balls and bands, and it's just a round ball and some different bands, and I'll talk a little bit more about that when I get there, because probably by then I'm going to need a little break. So, all right, so go ahead. Have a chair handy or have yourself by a wall in case if you have any balance issues. Maybe you want to grab a water bottle. Maybe you're one of those people that don't drink water. So use this 10 minutes to get in some water into your day. So the point of this is just getting you moving and just getting you feeling better. And you will, I promise. Okay, all right. So go ahead, make sure the dog isn't in the way, that you don't have any scatter rugs down so you're not going to fall or anything. I'm going to be setting a timer, so you're just going to hear ding, 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 and we're just going to sail right through this. All right, great. So we're going to go ahead and get started. So the first thing all you're going to do is you're just going to kind of warm up. Just get that blood flowing. So just go ahead and march. And if you feel super energetic and you want to add it to a little jog or something like that, or maybe things are just kind of creaking today. So maybe you just kind of need to be holding on to the chair. There you go. And we're just marching. Okay, so quick little break. I'm going to check out my notes. Okay, all we're going to do is you're going to step forward and bring your arms up. If you have shoulder issues and taking your shoulders up like this is no fun at all, you can keep your hands on your hips. But the point is you'll see, you want to try to get a little bit of a back bend, and you want to try to open up your chest. So even if you can only bring your arms out to here, you're just going to go and take it out like that. All right, so that was the right foot. I'm doing this so you can just mirror me, and we're moving right into the left foot. But do try to reach your arms up even if you have cranky shoulders. You really just want to keep that mobility in your shoulders. So by clamping down, it's not doing your shoulders any good. So, but you don't want it so painful that you can't even lift your arms. So just listen to your body. Okay, next we're going to go and we're going to step we're going to touch back. Sorry, I can't even read my own writing. So you're just going to step it back. If balance issues, you may want to hold on to a chair. If you want to add more movement, you can go ahead and try to reach down to the ground Get a little hamstring opening up there. All right. So we're going to be running through this twice, obviously, because I'm just doing everything for 25 seconds. You're going to step out to the right and lean to your left. So you're going to come out like that. Again, if this doesn't work, you can always just, but you want to get that lateral movement into your body. We don't move side to side that much in the day, but your body likes to move side to side. And just make sure this arm isn't just, you want to really get a nice torso stretch in there. All right, and then we're going to step out the other way. And you may enjoy music, just do this with music. As you do this more, you don't need to be listening to me, but just having that timer and just seeing me and reminding you of the movement to do next as you do this more and more often. All right, good job. All right, these, I call these L feet. So you're gonna go ahead and take your feet out to an L. If you can take your eyes with it, it'll take your whole spine along for the ride, and you may find, so make sure you're stepping back so your heels are not touching. Just bring it around the corner. Good. So by L feet, I mean your feet look like little L's here. All right, we're going ahead, coming around. Try not to let that stance foot move. That would be your right foot. So make sure it's not toeing in there. Gonna get that ankle movement. That's really important as well. All right, here we're just gonna do runner's arms. If you're at the point that you need to have a seat, you can certainly do this seated, because we did a lot of leg movement just now. And if you have shoulder issues, you want to make sure that you're getting your hips into this as well. So see, if your shoulders, you can just move your hips side to side as your runner. All right, and the next is side stepping. I'm just going to do it like this. So you're just going to step to the side. Maybe just do 5, 1, 2, 3. Oh, I only have room for 4. Or you can just do 3. Maybe you're in your office or somewhere where you don't have a lot of room to move. Sorry about that. All right. Good. All right. So that was round 1. We're going to go ahead and repeat that whole thing to complete your 10 minutes. So let's march. Maybe your body feels a little bit more warmed up now. Or maybe you're getting a little fatigued. Just whatever you can. Maybe push yourself a little bit more. Nice deep breaths here. Maybe you get some good tunes on. And you just kind of want to whoop, whoop. Yep. All right, very good. All right, so we're going to step forward and bring those arms up and back. Or at least just bring your torso up and back. If you really want to get a big stretch, you can take your eyes all the way up to the sky, depending on what kind of movement you have in your neck. You want to be bending that front knee. So it's a nice big stretch. You'll feel it in the calf on that left foot in the back. Good. And then we're going to go ahead and go to the other side. Reaching it up. Try not to talk so much on the second round in case you get some good tunes happening, or you just want to take a moment to think about something pleasant. All right, touch backs are next. For some reason I keep forgetting to touch back. So just kind of step it back, step it back. This is good for balance work. Kind of teaches your body kind of that backward movement that we don't do a lot. And again, it's okay if you need to just have a little security of hand on the wall or on the chair. All right, good job. All right, now we're going to step that right foot out. We're going to lean to our left. So take it side to side. You can even be holding on to a counter here, just as long as you're getting that side to side motion. Or maybe you're somebody that even has a walker, you know, to keep you so you don't fall. Just that, getting that side to side movement in, it's super important. And then next we move on to rotational also. Movements that you don't do a lot, you know, we sit at the computer, driving the car, we got that forward and back thing down. It's that side to side and rotational. You want to add more to this, you can always be holding a towel, really get nice side bend in here. All right, so now we're doing those L feet. All right, so taking it around. Taking your eyes with it if you can. If balance is an issue, you can certainly be holding onto your chair. But just make sure that you feel that movement in those ankles. Feel that rotation. Good. All right. And we're coming around the corner. Keep on moving. Good. All right. Runner's arms. Maybe you're feeling a little more energetic if you want to add it into a run, or maybe you're exhausted. Maybe you need to sit down and just be seated in the chair. And again, remember, if you have shoulder issues, it can be all about just rotating your torso. If you have back movement, if you have back pain, just a little bit of movement, a little bit of rotation. Just do whatever is in your wheelhouse. Next, we're going to be doing that side stepping. If you want to add maybe a little baby squat to it, down, up, you could do that. Or maybe at this point, you just want to be by your chair and you can just step side to side like that. But again, just working to get that lateral movement that your body likes. So whatever works. All right. And that completes workout number 1. I'm just going to put this on pause. All right, so that was moving in all planes. All right, the next workout. All right, so here we've got towel fun. So go ahead and just grab just a smaller towel. It doesn't need to be a big bath towel. Dish towel that you use in the kitchen to wipe your dishes is perfect. Or, you know, they have like little workout, whatever here. The key to this is to keep this tight through the whole time, because what that does is it keeps your arms activated. So there should be no loosey-goosey in between. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and we are gonna get started on our towel workout.
Activity completed.
Whoop, there we go. Sorry about that. Okay, so we're moving on. Here we go. Okay. All right, hold the towel horizontal and press it up to the sky. So you're just coming down, up, down, up. Again, if this bothers your shoulders, you can just bend up like that. Just bring a little less movement in there. But if you can give it a good reach up, wake up those shoulders. Next is just marches. So what I'd like you to do is just keep that towel out here if you can. And again, you want to keep it tight in between. Maybe you can get your knees up a little bit more. If you need to be seated in a chair, you can march seated in a chair. All right. Okay. Just bringing up and down. Good. Now you're just going to be here and you're just going to press forward. All right, here we go. Pressing forward. Just press and just keep it at chest level. You don't want to be way up here. You don't want to be way down there. Just like you're pushing across a countertop. And maybe you need to be seated for this. Maybe today you're not feeling the best. That's okay. Really, your goal should be to try to do one of these every day, right? The more you move, the better your body will feel. These are figure eights, or I call them my kayak rows. And if you can add a little knee bend to it, that'd be great. If you can keep nice, big, wide range of motion, that'd be awesome. Remember, you want to keep it tight in between. All right, next, this is just a little bit of fun. You're going to throw it up and catch the towel. Just throw up the towel and catch it. Little hand-eye coordination. Maybe just a little playfulness, right? So have a little bit of fun. All of our workouts don't have to be super boring and dull. Just have a little bit of fun with it. All right, good job. Grab your towel. We're moving on to a bicep curl. All right, so if you can keep it out here, that's going to be a little bit stronger. If you need to take it down here and do it like that, you can do that as well. Really press it out. Really waking up those arms. Pressing it out. But listen to your shoulders. If they don't like that, you can certainly bring your elbows down a little bit. All right, next is, these are called dead rows. So you're gonna hinge over, you're gonna pull it up to your chest. Twice when the towel's down, you're gonna stand up. So down, pull, pull. Make sure that towel is at the lowest point before you stand up. So you really need to use your posterior chain to stand back up. So down, row, row. Good. This next one is lasso with the towel. All right, so go ahead, put it in your right hand. So for this round, remember we do all these rounds twice. So we'll do it in the right hand first, and then left. Again, just have a little bit of fun with it. Woo-hoo. Right? Maybe put a little smile on that face. Doesn't have to be a miserable existence working out, right? Okay, next is a side bend. All right, so you're gonna be here, and you're just gonna lean up. So it's almost like you're waving the white flag. So the next round, when we come back around, you're going to switch sides. So the way we have it right now is that we are all leaning to our left. So we're going to remember to lean to our right the next time around. All right, and then fast feet is next, so a little cardio. You can keep your towel here. If you need to be seated, if you need to sit down at this point, you can just go ahead and do little tap, tap, taps. Just bring it here and, right, just kind of wake that body up. Tap, 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 tap. All right, good job. That was round one, so we're going to repeat the whole gig again. So horizontal up to the sky. If you are standing, you want to have your knees a little soft. Nice big reach up. Nice big breaths here. Don't hold your breath. All right. Okay, then we're marching. All right. So again, if you need to sit down at this point, because this is round two, you can still march in the chair. I'd like you to keep your hands out here, but if things are getting a little tired and you just want to bring them in, you can do that. Try Try to get those knees up. Good. All right. Next is, all right, we're just pressing at chest level. Remember, it's like pressing on that countertop. Keeping that towel tight in the middle so you're pulling that towel apart. So your arms are really getting fired up here. All right. Press and pull. All right. Figure eights are coming up next, or our kayak rows. Dip it down, dip it back. You can add a little bit of a knee bend to it. Really get into it. If you need to be seated, you can still do this seated. You know, if you're at the point where you're still in the chair, maybe, you know, you do a whole week just getting through these in the chair. Next week you do half of it. Throw it up. You know, you do the first half standing, second half seated, and then the third week you're up to doing the whole thing standing. So it's a progression. You have to start somewhere, right? Throwing that towel up. Okay, bicep curls are next. So we're holding out, bring it in, out, out. Remember, you can bring it down here if you need to. Second time around might be a little different than the first. It's okay, mix it up, right? Some people get super bored, so anything they can do to mix it up. But again, it's only 25 seconds. All right, these are dead rows. So you're gonna lean over, row, row, and stand up. So down, row, row, and stand up. And row, row, and stand up. Row, row. Take your eyes looking at the floor, pull it up, and stand up. Row, row, and row, row. All right, we're lassoing, so if it was in your right hand the first time around, go ahead and switch hands. And if you want to add a little run to it, or if you need to take a seat, just have a little bit of fun. Next is our side bend, so we're going to our right this time. Remember, we went to our left last time. If you need to put that top arm down, you can do that too. Again, working on that lateral movement that I like to do. Wake up the side body. And we only got one thing left, our fast feet. Again, if you need to sit down, you can do that. Otherwise, tap it out with me. You can keep your arms out or you can keep them in. It's more about kind of waking up those feet, waking up those proprioceptors, firing up those legs, getting a little adrenaline moving through the body. It'll energize you. Believe it or not, you may not feel very energized right now, but you keep doing this and you will get more energy. All right, super job. Okay.
Activity completed.
All right. So that was towel fun. All right, so next is dumbbells and core. I need to grab a set of dumbbells over here. So again, if you don't have dumbbells, just go ahead and grab 2 water bottles. If you don't even have that, just go ahead and just go through the motion, right? All movement is good. All right. Standing or seated if you need to be seated. This is just your basic bicep curl. So we're going through the major muscle groups of the upper body in this workout. So it's just upper body and core today. So we'll be hitting the shoulders, chest, back, biceps and triceps. Just bring it up and down. Good. All right, shoulder press is next. So you just bring it up and down. You can do both if it's just 25 seconds, depending on how your shoulders are. A lot of people have cranky shoulders, so they find it's easier to do this. Having your palms facing each other is much easier on the shoulder than having your palms forward. But whatever you want to work on, you have nice strong shoulders, keep your palms forward. Okay? All right, lat pulls are next. So I'm just doing the right arm here. You can certainly do both arms through, but as you know, we're going to run through this twice. So we'll hit the left the second time around. Whatever you want to do both at the same time, that's cool. If you can do these seated too. You can be in a chair pulling up. Call these my lawnmower pulls. It's like starting that lawnmower pull. Okay. Weights go down. We're moving into a wall push-up. So just find a little hunk of wall and just bring it down. Make sure your hips are going with you. Some people try to do this. You don't want to be doing that. You just press against the wall. You don't need to be looking at anything besides the wall. Good. All right, tricep kickbacks are next. I'm just doing the right, forward and back. You can do both if you want to. It's up to you. Don't be looking at the screen and having your neck crooked, right? You want to just be looking straight down. You want to be supported here. So find a chair or your knee. Be leaning over. All right, this next section's all seated. So go ahead and find your chair. And we're going to be doing torso circles. So just go ahead and bring it around like that. Bring it around. So you definitely don't want to be anywhere near the back of the chair. Nice big circles. We're just doing everything to the right this round. Good job. All right, next you're going to lean forward and back. So down and then back. Down. It's almost like you're doing a sit-up, but you're seated in the chair, forward and back. Nice full range of motion. Wake up those hip flexors by leaning back. The forward part, you get that down, right? You want to really stretch out those hip flexors. Good job. All right, side bends. I'm going to stand up. If you want to stay seated, you can do that. So we're doing everything right. It's all right this round, then we'll do left. If you were doing it for the full minute, you could, if you're doing all these exercises for a full minute, you can go ahead and do 30 and 30, right, back to back. Okay. All right, genie twists are next. So again, we're doing everything to the right. So if you go to the right, come back to center, right. Take your eyes with your forearms. That way you keep your neck and spine all in the same. Nice rotation here. Good. And next is this little balls following around. All right, toe taps, forward and back. Try not to hold onto the chair. So this is firing up your lower abdominals. If you can be leaning back a little bit, you'll get more than if you're sitting. Because if you're just like this, it's just your legs. So you want to be leaning back a little bit. You can. Good. All right. We're coming back around and doing it all again. Bicep curls. 5 seconds doesn't give you much time. All right. But we're just taking 10 minutes out of your day, so we got to move quick. We want to hit all those upper body muscles and our core in just 10 minutes. All right. And I'm going to give you a little modification for the shoulder. You could do upright rows if you want, rather than that shoulder press. So maybe this works better for you than reaching up overhead. Bring it up. Just make sure those elbows are going up higher. You're not doing anything like lifting your hands up or anything weird like that. So, because we're working our shoulders right now. All right. And I think we're starting our lawnmower, so I'm going to bring this around because we're going to do the left side here. Remember, I'm mirroring you, so I'm actually doing my right now, but I am doing the other side that I didn't do last time. Picking it up and down. Okay, wall push-ups are next. So bring it over here, and so this one moves pretty quick from one to the other. So you may find that this one is a little harder to follow, but you're learning all the basic moves, so if you want to just set your own timer and do everything for a minute maybe, or have a little bit longer in between, you can do that. All right, and next we're doing our tricep kickbacks. And you're going to be doing it with your left arm this time, because remember we did everything right last time. And just to set yourself up, after this we're going to go right into our core, so you need to be able to sit down in 5 seconds, which I think I'm asking a little bit too much for that one, because tough to get everything moving that quick. But if you miss out on a couple torso circles, that's all right. So just go ahead and move it in, so you're moving to your left now. Just make sure it's the opposite direction than it was last time. Full circles. All right. And now we're leaning forward and leaning back. So remember, you don't want to use your hands. You want to get a good lean back. Remember, we were talking about those hip flexors. Nice lean back. Firing it up. Down and up. Side bends are coming up next. So you can do them just in your chair, so all you have to do is grab it and just go down and up, or if you want to stand up and do it, going to the left. And we got genie twist coming up next, so it's back seated. You can do a genie twist standing if you're enjoying standing up, or maybe you're looking forward to getting back down to the chair. It's that twisting motion that we want, that rotation into our torso. Taking it around. And the next thing is our seated toe taps. I feel like this one went by really quick. I don't know about you guys, but maybe it's because we're getting up, getting down, grabbing a weight, going super fast. Good. All right, and the last thing is the toe taps forward and back. So remember, you want to be leaning back a little bit. Try not to hold on to your chair. If you need to, I'd rather have you leaning back more and holding on than to not hold on and sit up further straight, because I really want you to hit those abdominal muscles. So you pick what you need to do. All right, very good. Okay, so that was the dumbbells and core round. Okay, good job. Okay, gotta fix this timer. Okay, all right, so this is workout number 4. Okay, and today it's all about balls and bands. So for this you need basically just any kind of ball. I got this one at Target. I actually have some balls that I use with clients that I got at the grocery store. So any kind of moderate sized ball. If you have something smaller, that works too. And then you need some bands. So perhaps you have one of those bands that you got from PT once, nice flat band, that works. Or if you have one that is a full loop, that works. Or if you have a smaller one like this. So all of these will work for all of these exercises. I'm going to show the perfect world. The leg ones kind of use this and things like that. But actually, truthfully, you can use any one of these bands for that. Okay. All right, so we are going to go, and actually all of this pretty much is in the chair. So find yourself a chair, and I'm going to start up the timer. The first thing is going to be a ball squeeze between your hands. So grab your ball, and so you're just going to press 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, release. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, release. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I'm going to be quiet because I want you to count yourself. And count out loud because I don't want you holding your breath. Some people, when they press in, they tend to hold their breath. Okay, and this is going to be just a leg lift with a bent knee. No, you don't need anything, just you. And you don't want to have your back against the chair. You don't want to be grabbing hold of the chair. And we're just doing the right leg. We'll hit the left leg when we loop back around. So you're going to need the ball again for this next one because you're going to be squeezing between your thighs. So go ahead and grab it. And again, it's that same 5 seconds on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Release. And I'll let you count yourself. Remember, don't hold your breath. Sit up nice and tall. I hope you have music playing. All right, leg lift, straight leg. So up and down. Try not to lean back or slump down in the chair. Don't want to be holding on if possible. So just concentrating on that quad on that right leg. Ooh. So excited about the next thing. You're going to need one of those bands. This is a band pull apart. So again, it's that 5 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to be doing a leg press with the band next. So you can do it with the shorter one. I'm going to grab my little bit longer one. Whatever you have available, any kind of band, even the kind that you have with the handles. Next time I'll be doing a workout. The next time I do the 4, 10-minute, I have one that's all with those kind of bands too. So we're doing everything right now. Pressing out. And actually we're going to just move on to the left leg. So we're not going to wait until the next time around. We get to do it right now. So just put it on that left foot, press it out. So make sure it's a leg press. I find a lot of people do a kicky thing. You just want to press out. Back should not be on the chair. Press out. From here we're going to do our gas pedals. If you want to stay on this leg, you can. I'm going to switch it over. But remember, it's on the ball of the foot, the heel's down. Let me scoot back a little bit so you can see. And it's just like you're pressing on a gas pedal. If you're using the rounded band, just be careful it stays on your foot because sometimes it can smack you in the face. It has happened. Okay, so just go ahead and gas pedal it out. You're going to switch to the other foot and just press on down. So the dumbbell workout was more upper body. This is definitely a lot more lower body with the exception of our pulls and our presses with our hands. So it's good. The way it's designed is to just do one every day. So just carve out 10 minutes and do whatever one every day. All right, and next you're just gonna go ahead and bounce your ball. So I always try to throw a little bit of fun. If you just wanna stay seated, you can do that too. Again, this is a little hand-eye coordination. Not to mention it's a little bit of fun. And your family will wonder what you're doing, bouncing your ball. All right, now we're gonna start back at the beginning. So we're gonna keep that ball because we're gonna be squeezing it between our hands. So go ahead and press. Press into it. Keep those elbows nice and wide. So it's press and release. You're counting to 5 yourself. Because you're still breathing, right? Don't hold your breath. Keep those elbows up. All right, good. And then you're just going to do your leg lift on your left with the bent knee. So sit up nice and tall, and we're coming up and down. Make sure you're still seated up nice and tall. You're not getting tired and sinking back. So up and down. Next is the ball squeeze between your thigh. That's why I'm still holding on to the ball. So you're going to go ahead and put it right here. Remember, it's 5 seconds on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then little release. 1, 2, 3. We're going to be pulling apart our band next. Oh, sorry, no we're not. Just kidding, straight leg. This is my 4th workout here, so give me a little bit of a break here. I've been doing this back to back, so I've been taking 4 days to do all this stuff. No excuse, right? Unfortunately, I don't know how to edit in YouTube, so you're stuck with the mistakes. Think of it as watching it live, right? Okay, now we're going to do the band pull aparts. Okay, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 3, 4, 5. Keep those elbows up. Really working on those upper body muscles. Works your shoulder, your chest, your back. All right, gotta do leg presses. I'm gonna stick with the same band I was just doing, so it's a little more challenging for me because it's a little tighter than the other one. If you just have a long line, you can still pull apart the, you don't have to have the loop, just hold on to the edges. You can figure it out, right? You're an intelligent person. Okay, now we're going to go to the other side. Remember to press it out and don't kick it out, right? Because you really want to get that range of motion in those legs. Still seated up tall. Don't get tired and start slumping. Right? Press it out. Gas pedals are coming up next. Again, you can keep it on that same foot or switch it, whichever you'd like. Just make sure your heel's on the ground. Just pressing it out. Still sit up nice and tall. Keep that core activated. Maybe you've been doing a lot of computer work, so go ahead and squeeze those shoulder blades together. Open up that chest. Don't slump. Be nice to your body, right? All right, press it down. Keeping the heel. So we only have one thing left after this. We are bouncing our ball. So thanks so much for watching. Maybe you've been doing these day 1, 2, 3, 4. This is day 4. You are rocking it. I will get the other 4 out soon as I can. My week's a little crazy this week, so honestly, it probably won't be till next week. But all right, so stand up and bounce your ball. Or if you're bored of bouncing, this round can be throwing, right? Just have a little bit of fun. It's all good. Keep on moving. Drink some water. And have a great day. Thanks so much. Activity completed, my little phone tells me. So take care. Bye-bye.